Thanks for joining us on Home Basics for Guys. It's going to be basically a show where we explain some of the different things around the house. If your wife or your mom are out of town, or if you stay home a lot, say you're unemployed or something, there's no one there to help you out. We're just going to go through some basics that I picked up over the years, so that you're not completely high and dry if any of those aforementioned situations occur. I know that a lot of people are a victim of circumstances beyond their control. We're just going to be doing this video series here so that we can kind of help each other out, and hopefully you learn something. Today we're going to be tackling the dish issue. If say, I'm going to leave this all for my wife. I don't want to have to clean all of this stuff. It has piled up. It is literally up over the sink. So we're going to basically take the dishes out of the picture completely. Let's not worry about doing them dishes. But say you do need a dish, you need a fork or a bowl or something. Your cabinets are empty, and you don't want to do all this and deal with having to put it in there, because there are still dishes in here actually that need to be put away. So I don't want to have to do that. I'm going to save that for my wife. What we're going to do is go through the basics. We'll say maybe my favorite whiskey glass is dirty, so I'm going to show you how you don't have to worry about putting everything into the dishwashing machine. So we'll go through that right now. What we're going to do is we're going to get our water going. We want some nice hot water for this, so we're going to wait for it to warm up here until it's a good temperature for killing bacteria and germs and that sort of stuff. So I think we're at a pretty good temperature right here. This actually is my favorite whiskey glass, so we're going to go ahead and clean this one out because I did use it last night. I don't really like using the same things over and over again without sending them through. A little bit of a germaphobe, just a little bit. So if anyone out there else feels me, we're going to want to get it nice and wet inside here. We actually got steam. This is burning my hands. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Got soap here. I'm going to pour it just in the side of the glass a little bit. Just get a nice good coating in the end of it, and then I'm actually going to put some water in there. Not too much, but just a little bit. And we've got dish scrubbies here. I've got a couple of dish scrubbies, but using them might actually be questionable because I don't know which one I used on the dog food. I don't want to be eating Fido's lunch or nothing like that. So okay, now we're just going to take and just kind of rinse out the glass. I'm just using this method here, just putting a couple fingers in there, and it'll change if you're washing out a plate or something. It's going to be a little bit different. Just run your fingers around in there, maybe put a little more of that hot water in there, and just run your fingers around. Your hands are basically become your scrubby. Just go ahead and get that good and clean. Maybe even the outside. I don't know, you set this down on top of the dirty counter and then you set it on top of a book. It will ruin the book, the cover of the book, or if you have it folded out or whatever. Scrape your fingers around, get it nice and good. The rim of the glass is some of the important things. If someone else has used your glass, I did that a couple of weeks ago. I had one of my friends come over and he used one of my glasses. You don't want to spill over the sink. That's going to cause a mess. He used one of my glasses, and so I made sure to wash out the rim of the cup. Now for the rinsing part, you're just going to rinse it out, and you can go a little cooler for this. You've basically done all of the cleaning by now, so you just go ahead and rinse it out. And I don't know if you want to dry it, if you want to dry your glasses or your plates or your silverware or anything like that, you can dry them. I'm probably just going to let this air dry. I'm going to fill it up here in a second anyway. Alright, well, thanks for joining me on the show. Hopefully we'll be doing this again as soon as I come up with some more stuff. If y'all want to pitch in any encounters that you've come up with, anything you've encountered. I'm going to be honest here, some men don't know how to make a good grilled cheese. I sure do. I can make best tuna melts, grilled cheeses. I make these tacos that are just amazing. Use chili powder, and so yeah, I just use a little bit of chili powder. That's some of the stuff that I use for the seasoning. I just make my own seasoning basically. But anyway, if anybody out there is coming up with anything, I make cheesy hash brown. Maybe I'll do a special on that one next week. The cheesy hash browns are amazing. Put some hot sauce in there. I just use you know, the cheap stuff. Hopefully we'll be doing more of these shows, and thanks for joining me on this first episode. If we get a little more funding and I can show you some of the more difficult things. My car isn't actually running right now, so maybe I'll show you how to change out a thermostat on Mazda 626 97. Thanks for joining me.